Hey everyone, it's Kate Hornay here from Beyond Fit Physiques. And on behalf of the Beyond Fit team and the About Time team, we are so excited to bring you the Holiday Fit Tips Workshop. Tonight, you are going to learn 4 fat loss mistakes that Santa makes, as well as holiday fat loss tips to avoid the average weight gain. So I saw that we had just a few more of you logging in. So I wanted to introduce myself again really quickly. I have a degree in exercise physiology, and I'm a personal trainer of over a decade. And I can tell you that I have seen this weight gain. This 6 to 15 pounds is the average. Isn't that crazy? I've seen this time and time again. You know, it seems like January is the time that everybody hits their health goals hard, but we want to help you hit your health goals in December. It's crazy, but it can be done. So in case you've missed it and you're still logging in, definitely check out the 25 Days of Fitness hashtag. That is on social media, on Instagram as well as Facebook. Head on over to the About Time Facebook page or the Beyond Fit Facebook page, and you'll find lots of recipes and tips and tricks all season long. But tonight, we want to kick off the Holiday Fit Tips Workshop with some practical tips, both with your nutrition and with your exercise, just to really help you live that healthy, happy, and balanced holiday season. So it looks like the majority of our friends have joined us here. We've got Jane, we've got Tara, I see Deborah logging in. We have a really full call tonight. So I want to make sure that you know how to use this webinar software, and go ahead and head on over to the chat box. That's going to be the sidebar, and you'll see a tab that says chat. You can ask any questions that you have by posting in that chat box, and we'll try to answer them throughout the evening. So feel free to use that chat box and let us know what questions you have. In fact, if you will for me, just really quickly, head on over to the chat box and just say, hey, let me know that you're here. Hey, good. Yeah, good. So we are so excited. I'm so excited to chat with everybody. So here's the thing. Let's just talk. Santa Claus is coming to town, right? It's December 2nd. The holidays are in full swing. And I joke, you know, that when he comes, I would really like to have a chat with him. And not just about presents or my status on the naughty or nice list, okay? But rather, I would love to give him some fat loss tips. So these tips that I'm going to share tonight, we're going to gear them towards Santa. But the truth is that these mistakes, these fat loss mistakes that are made so commonly throughout the holidays, they're made by everyone. I've fallen guilty into all of these mistakes, and my guess is, as you're listening onto the call, that you are too, that you have too. So, hey, Lindsay. Hey, Tanya. Hey. So lots more people are checking in here. We are so excited that you guys are on the call with us tonight. So here's the thing. I'm a little bit concerned about Santa's health this holiday season, and I'm also concerned about your health. That's why we're here. The Beyond Fit team, the About Time team, we care about you. And we do not want you to fall into the average weight gain for the holidays, that 6 to 15 pounds. We don't want you there. So amidst the hustle and the bustle of the season, you know, it's common that you forget some of the basic fundamentals of proper health and fitness and fat loss. So, hey, Marcy. Hey, so glad you're on the call. So it's common, okay? But we want to try to do everything we can to avoid making these mistakes. So my question for you tonight is, are you guilty of making the same mistakes Santa makes? Tonight, I'm going to share some common holiday fat loss mistakes, plus 4 easy fixes that you can implement this holiday season. So if you are at home, grab a piece of paper and a pen, or get out your smartphone, however you want to take notes. And I want you to make some notes about these tips that I'm going to share with you tonight, because these are things that you are not going to want to miss. Like I said, the Beyond Fit team, the About Time team, we are all about helping you have a healthy, happy, and balanced holiday. So let's just jump right in. If you guys are ready, go ahead and head on over to that chat box and give me a woohoo. I just want to hear from you. You're excited. You're fired up to have a healthy holiday. Yes, woohoo. Okay, fantastic. So here's the first tip that Santa makes and that you may be guilty of making as well. And that is not getting enough sleep. So Santa may know when you are sleeping, okay? And I hope for your health and your fitness's sake that it's at least 7 to 8 hours a night. But the problem with Santa's schedule, and your holiday schedule may be like this too, is that it doesn't leave much time for him to sleep. And if you have a busy holiday, you may be noticing that you aren't getting as much sleep as you're accustomed to as well. So from late hours of holiday prep, midnight deliveries, Christmas Eve, whatever, Santa is lacking in the sleep department. And I found with the clients that I work with through this holiday season that they are often lacking in sleep as well. And, when it comes to optimal health and fitness and fat loss, it sounds really basic, but it's a big problem. So there are so many benefits from sleep. Rest and recovery, resetting some of your fat-burning hormones, all of this happens when you sleep. So first and foremost, we absolutely have to prioritize our sleep. You have to make rest and recovery the focus of your fitness plan, even throughout the holidays. So here's the thing. Individuals who are stressed, which who is not stressed during the holidays? I mean, tell me I'm not alone, please. The holidays are stressful, right? They're wonderful, but it does come with a lot of stress. And individuals who are stressed, they often have a lot of sleep issues. So, disrupting sleep production, through the stress, the hormone cortisol, it also disrupts the hormone leptin. And leptin is a hormone. This is really cool. It helps you regulate your appetite and it causes your body to feel full. So your body resets the hormone leptin while you're sleeping. The hormone leptin helps you regulate your appetite and it causes your body to feel full. So the problem is that if you're not getting enough sleep, your body is not fully optimizing its hormonal balance, this hormone leptin. If you're stressed, that makes sleep even more difficult, and you're just going to be all out of whack. So tell me I'm not alone here. Have you ever craved fatty, sugary treats, or maybe you just have this weird desire to eat more when you're stressed or tired? Yeah. So head on over to the chat box again and tell me if you're guilty of this. You crave fatty, kind of sugary treats, or maybe you just, when you're tired and stressed, you tend to eat more. I know I'm guilty of that. And it's a recipe for Santa or for you, right? For just too many cookies, too many holiday foods. When you're not getting enough sleep, when you have high levels of cortisol, you're going to be craving these fatty, sugary foods. And when you're tired and stressed, you just naturally are going to be eating more. So my tip for you is to set a daily bedtime and to keep it, okay? Also, trade your high intensity or trade your long duration, moderate intensity workouts for short duration, high intensity workouts. So this does wonders for our sleep and also for our rest and recovery. Short duration, high intensity workouts are fantastic for battling cortisol, okay? And engaging in this type of activity is actually going to help your body to sleep better. So I like to add leisurely walking to my routine as well. That lowers cortisol levels, and that lower stress is going to help you to get a better, more restful night's sleep. And then also limiting caffeine. I'm a coffee lover, so everybody on the call knows that I love a good cup of coffee. But limiting caffeine, maybe making sure that you're watching what time you're drinking your coffee is something that you could consider if you have trouble with the sleep issue. And then also, this is really cool, and this is something that a lot of people miss. You can actually take magnesium and a couple of other supplements, all natural, nothing crazy, okay, to help with sleep and stress. So I love About Time, and I have this on the screen, the nighttime recovery formula. It really, truly does help you relax and recover. It helps your body recover, and it's going to help you sleep better. So this protein formula is great to have right before bed. And it includes coconut oil powder. It has melatonin, and it's all natural. So we're not telling you to try some crazy knock you out sleeping pill, right? But this is a natural way. If you struggle with the tossing and the turning and that sort of thing, to work on making rest and recovery a priority. This is going to help you sleep a little bit better. And, in combination with short duration, high intensity workouts with some lowering of the cortisol through leisurely walking, limiting your caffeine, and then trying maybe this nighttime recovery formula, that would be the perfect combination, especially through the holidays when stress levels are higher and sleep is lower just naturally. That is going to be your ticket to just starting off on the right foot. So we're going to talk about nutrition and we're going to talk about training, but I did not want to miss this very basic and fundamental part of your health, and that is sleep. So make sure that you focus on your sleep and use that as your foundation to just kick off this holiday season and to live healthy, happy, and balanced. So let's talk about mistake number 2. This is another basic one, okay, that you're going to be like, what? This is so easy. But I want you to check yourself. Are you getting enough water? So mistake number 2 that Santa makes, and that many of my clients make over the holidays, and my guess would be, if you're listening in on the call, that you have likely made this mistake yourself. What's up, seriously though, with all the milk that Santa's drinking? There is no way that he's getting enough water, right? When he's chugging all these other drinks. Now, you may not be a milk drinker, but maybe you're drinking diet soda, maybe you're drinking regular soda, maybe you, like me, are a coffee drinker and you just kind of forget your water. There are lots of different categories that people fall into when it comes to beverages. Maybe it's a wine kind of habit, right? But not getting enough water is a big mistake that people make throughout the holidays, especially. So for optimal fat loss, and this is a note to Santa or to anyone else listening on the call, you may want to ditch like the 12,000 glasses of milk, okay, and bring a bottle of water instead. And like I said, Santa is not the only one with a beverage issue. You may not be guilty of filling up on milk, but here's the thing. If fat loss is your goal, you have to watch those Christmas cocktails. Like I said, the wine, that sort of thing. They add up very quickly. And all of the other sugary beverages that we reach for during the holidays. For some reason, and I think it's just, it's chilly out and we love a really warm, just comforting drink, hot chocolate, hot cocoa, whatever. I just actually, About Time on the blog, shared an amazing high protein gingerbread latte recipe. And that's amazing because it has the protein and it's healthy for you. But there are lots of other less than stellar holiday themed drink options. And let me tell you guys, they are just absolutely loaded with sugar. Okay, so ditch the milk, ditch the Christmas cocktails, all those crazy sugary drinks, and focus on your water. So if you struggle with getting in enough water, head to the chat box and tell me you're guilty. Yep, guilty. So we're all in the same boat, right? It's hard to get our water in, but it's very, very important. So let's talk about the benefits of water and why water is so important for fat loss. First, I love to look at the role that it plays in our body, okay? So water makes up close to 70% of our body, and our organs actually contain an even higher percentage of water. So we are made up of water, okay? The liver, for just as an example, it's comprised of nearly 95% water. So water is awesome because it shuttles nutrients throughout our body and it helps to rid us of toxins. So it helps our body to assimilate water-soluble vitamins. It reduces the toxins. It even, this is really cool, it regulates our body temperature. Water also lubricates your joints. It helps with digestion. You can see on the screen, it promotes healthy skin, which who doesn't want that beautiful holiday glow, right? And it decreases bloat. So there are many, many benefits to drinking water that aren't even listed. But the key here that I want you to know is that it plays a role in every chemical reaction within our cells, okay? So if you're taking notes, you can write this down. Water plays a role in every chemical reaction within our cells. The other cool thing I mentioned about water decreasing bloat, drinking water, it really does reduce water retention. So when your body doesn't get enough water, here's what happens. It holds on to what it has. And water retention, or that bloated, puffy look, that is the result, okay? So really, this is just a simple survival mechanism. Your body has a tendency to hold on to and to store what it doesn't think it will get enough of in the future. So if it doesn't think it's going to get enough water, it's going to hold on to the water that it has, right, as a survival mechanism. And once you start drinking more water, though, and this is the cool part, your body recognizes that it's getting a steady external supply, and it starts letting go of the water weight that it's been holding. How cool is that, right? So that water retention, maybe it's in your waist, maybe it's in your face, maybe it's in your ankles, wherever you're kind of feeling puffy and bloated, it's released because there's no longer a reason for your body to store it. So you have to drink enough water. And here are some tips, some fixes for you throughout the holiday season. I would really encourage you to focus on drinking half your body weight in ounces. That's a great goal as far as water intake. Another tip for the holidays is to limit those caloric beverages. Replace all of the, holiday Starbucks drinks, cocktails, Christmas cocktails, hot cocoa, that sort of thing. Replace that with water first. Get your water first. And then, if you're just completely bored with the plain old water, try fruit or something else for flavor. But you definitely want to make sure that you are focusing on getting enough water. It's very important. Eliminating caloric beverages, drinking half your body weight in ounces. Like I said, hydration, it's a major key for fat loss. And it's really basic, but it's true. And one more note on dehydration, just while we're talking about this. Dehydration really takes away from your exercise performance. So everybody on the call who is really into intense fitness and exercise, right? You want to just kick that workout in the butt. Well, dehydration is going to take away from your exercise performance. It's going to lead to fatigue and really to increase cortisol levels. And we talked about the cortisol with the sleep, right? You want to do everything you possibly can to keep those cortisol levels low. In addition, if you don't drink enough water, your body, like I said, is going to hold on to water. So I like to tell the ladies that I work with to think of water as their fat flushing tool. I love the phrase pee white, pee right. And it sounds goofy, but if your urine is clear, that means you're drinking enough water. Okay, so a good general rule of thumb, like I said, is to drink half your body weight in ounces daily. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 1, you got to get your sleep. Okay, tip number 2, you got to get your water. So let's move on and let's talk about tip number 3. And first, we'll spin it around and blame Santa. The mistake that Santa's making here with the third point that we're going to talk about is too many cookies. Now, I don't know about you, but I have such a sweet tooth. And I know I've said this a million times, but I feel like every tooth in my mouth is a sweet tooth. So I just have sweet teeth, okay? I love desserts and treats and chocolate and peanut butter, all that sort of things. But throughout the holidays, it's very, very, very important that you keep those sweet teeth in check, okay? So milk and cookies, milk and cookies, milk and cookies. All the evidence when the kids wake up from Christmas Eve sleep, right, is that Santa is the culprit for eating the entire plate of cookies that they set out the night before. From house to house, right? That's a ton of cookies. But I think it's really the parents that are doing that cookie nibbling, and it's a bad habit throughout the holidays to be loading up on too many cookies, on too much sugar. Let's talk about the sleep thing really quick again. It's not Santa's fault, and it's not your fault either if you're really low on sleep, because studies show that a lack of sleep really can, this is true, it can cause hormonal responses that make Santa or you crave those fat-filled sugary treats when you're tired and stressed. So that's why sleep is our first thing to focus on. We don't want to be tired and stressed through the holidays, because that's going to cause even tougher cravings for those fat-filled and sugary treats. But when it comes to optimal fat loss and fitness, here's the thing. Cookies and the high sugary, high fatty treats are one of the worst things that you could be eating. So really quick, let's talk about sugar. This is a tough one because I know we all love our treats, but white powdery sugar, it makes you feel good, right? It's almost like a drug. I mean, sometimes you can't get it off your mind, right? You keep coming back for more. The more you have it, the more you want it. Even when you try to stay away from it, it finds its way to sneak back into your daily life. What can you do, right? It's sugar. So I'm not talking about a dangerous, illegal drug. We really are just talking about sugar. And it's interesting because although it's considered harmless in comparison to a drug, right? Sugar in excess can cause a host of problems for lots of us. So you'll see some of the many problems on the screen. Cravings, binge eating, weight gain, heart disease. These are just a few. I did some interesting research, and actually this blows my mind. According to the USDA, the average American consumed 151 pounds of sugar in 1999. Okay, so in 1999, we were eating an average of 151 pounds of sugar. Okay, since then, it has gone up, and we now consume 132 pounds of sugar, and this is an average yearly. 132 pounds of sugar per person. That is crazy. And to put it in perspective, consider this, the number of pounds per person, talking about sugar still, in the year 1700 was 4. So in the year 1700, people were consuming an average of 4 pounds of sugar per person. Today, we are consuming an average of 132 pounds of sugar. So it's crazy. It's crazy. The fix is to reduce your sugar intake, okay? Now, I'm not asking you to give up milk and cookies completely. I promise. You can still have your treats. But let's make a couple of fat loss friendlier swaps to still satisfy your sweet tooth, okay? But just without the extra sugar and the fat storage. Are you excited about that? Does that sound like a good plan? Good. Okay, so first, here are some tips. Use all natural, no calorie sweeteners. You can ditch that sugar and you can replace that with an all natural, no calorie sweetener. Another way to look at reducing your sugar intake, read the labels. Sugar is crazy. It's really sneaky because it gets into a lot of foods that really we would even consider healthy. And then you read the label and you're like, oh my goodness, this has so much sugar. So read your labels and don't let sugar sneak in to foods that you may consider to be otherwise healthy foods. And then here's my last and my favorite tip, and that's to make healthy versions of your favorite. So we have lots of recipes on the Beyond Fit blog and on the About Time blog as well. There are so many healthy recipes for cookies and cakes and treats and Chocolate pudding was mentioned on the chat, even here tonight. So you can make a healthy version of your favorite, and that's going to allow you to enjoy that treat without the guilt and without all of the negative, problems that come with sugar. So instead of inhaling, who knows how many dozens of chocolate chip cookies, consider your worth. Okay. And this is something that I feel like we all have to remember. Our health is worth so much more than a quick sugar fix. That's another tweetable. If you're on Twitter, here's a 25 days of fitness tip for you. Our health, your health, it's worth so much more than a quick sugar fix. Treat yourself and your family to a healthy version of your favorite Christmas treat instead. And here's the really cool thing. Your family may not even know it's healthy. I just posted a cinnamon roll recipe, which I love cinnamon rolls. And on Christmas morning, oh my goodness, my family has been eating cinnamon rolls for years. And I've recently been playing around with a healthier, lower carb, higher protein recipe, and they're really good. In fact, Jackson and I made them a couple weeks ago on a Sunday morning, and he loved them. So he didn't even know, you wouldn't even know that they were healthy. There's lots of things that you can do. Healthy chocolate chip cookies, like I said, healthy, chocolate pudding. There are so many things that you can look for to be kind of guilt-free without all of that crazy sugar rush. And that's really going to take you a long way in terms of healthy and balanced nutrition for the holidays. So do I have any other fellow sweet tooth friends on the call? I'm seeing in the chat. Yeah. So if you have a sweet tooth or some sweet teeth, say, yeah, that's me. That's me. Okay, so if that's you, I want you to check out the Beyond Fit website, check out the About Time website. Both of these sites have lots of healthy recipes, okay, healthy versions of your favorite treats. So check those out, and we got some good healthy holiday recipes for you so that you don't fall into this mistake. Here's mistake number 4. This is not eating enough protein. Protein. So sugar is not the only nutritional issue that Santa, or that you, has going on. From what I understand, and this is just from my knowledge from the movie Elf, but the North Pole is seriously lacking in their protein intake, okay? So that may explain more about those darn milk and cookies cravings, but what are those 4 main food groups? I can't remember, but I think it's like sugar, syrup, candy. You'll have to correct me, but anyways, it's sugar, and not enough protein. Okay, so protein is amazing because it satisfies hunger, it balances cravings, it stabilizes blood sugar levels, and it's very, very beneficial for fat burning. So protein is it's the winner, okay? Protein gets the crown for being what you need to focus on when it comes to your nutrition. Protein contains amino acids, and amino acids are crucial to our body's ability to not just build, but to maintain muscle. And here's the thing about muscle. Increased muscle equals increased metabolic potential. So if you want to increase your metabolism, if you want to boost your metabolism, if you want to turn your body into a lean, mean, fat-burning machine, you have to focus on building and maintaining muscle, okay? So protein satisfies hunger, it balances cravings, it stabilizes blood sugar, it improves fat burning and muscle building, and all of that goes together to turn your body into a fat burning machine. It's amazing. But the problem is that most people are not getting enough protein. So here are some tips throughout the holidays to make sure that you are getting enough protein. First, eat a lean protein source at every meal, okay? So Eat a lean protein source and eat it before the desserts. Getting a quality protein source at every meal, it may sound basic, but it's key to boosting your metabolism. So in addition to building lean muscle mass, eating protein, and this is really cool for all my hormonal geeks out there, eating protein releases the fat-burning hormone glucagon, and that directly opposes the action of insulin and helps you burn fat. So protein literally helps you burn fat. It's amazing. In addition to making sure that you're getting enough protein, I just want to make sure that you know you have to focus on quality. So I've seen a lot of protein supplements out there that are just honestly junk. And that's actually what brought me to About Time, because I was looking for something that's all natural and that I could feel good about, not just feeding myself, but my family. Okay. So look for a protein supplement that's natural. Look for something that's sweetened with stevia rather than a bunch of chemicals and artificial sweeteners. The thing about protein supplements, and of course you want to get lots of your protein from whole foods, right? So lean meats, eggs, if you do Greek yogurt, dairy, that sort of thing, whole foods are fantastic. But sometimes, especially through the holidays, when you're on the go, you need to grab a bar or a shake to make sure that you're getting lean protein. So you want to make sure you're getting enough, and it fits in better into your schedule, right? You're just on the go, you're crazy. So if you're looking for a supplement, you gotta focus on the quality. So focusing on the quantity first, making sure you're getting enough, and then focusing on the quality. A lot of protein supplements are kind of misleading in their labels because they make a lot of health claims. But when you look at the label, we talked about looking at the labels for sugar, right? When you look at the label, you're like, what? Like, this is junk. This is chemicals. This is sugar. This is whatever. So you want to find a quality protein that is simple and that is natural. So I love About Time because it's 5 ingredients or less. And the cool thing is you can actually pronounce every single one of the ingredients. So if you look at some of those protein supplements out there and you're like, I don't even know what this word is. Is this food? I'm not sure. Okay. So make sure that when you're getting your protein, that you can pronounce what's in it, right? That it's a good quality protein. About Time's awesome because they have amazing flavors: banana, birthday cake, chocolate peanut butter, cinnamon swirl. I use that cinnamon swirl protein for the cinnamon rolls. That was really good. They have mocha mint, strawberry, vanilla. They even have an unflavored version, so you can play around with your baking there. But the key is that you have to focus on your quality. I know that it's tough to eat right and to power up when you're really busy. And during the holidays, our schedules, they're just packed, right? So going and going and going without fueling up is a disaster. Grab an on-the-go bar, grab a protein shake, use that throughout this holiday season to stay on track with your protein intake. I cannot tell you enough how important it is to make sure that you're getting enough protein. When you're traveling, bars and shakes are amazing. A couple of other travel tips, just really quick, in terms of protein. Focusing on protein is going to help with the blood sugar roller coaster. So when you're traveling and you're on the road and you just want to munch, first and foremost, you got to choose meals and snacks that are going to balance that blood sugar, okay? So they're not going to send you on an all-out tailspin. And that needs to be protein, fiber, and water. So it's very important throughout the holiday season to keep your blood sugar stable, to balance your hunger, to balance your energy, to balance those cravings, right? And not to put yourself in a situation where you're kind of undermining your progress. You're making all these mistakes without even knowing it, and you're stalling your fat loss and your health and your fitness. And it's just not a way we want to spend our holidays, okay? So those are Santa's mistakes. I hope that you are not making those mistakes. But if you are, it's okay. It's only December 2nd. We have tons of time to keep each other on track, to motivate each other, and to make sure that we stay in line with our health goals throughout the holiday season. As a review, let's talk about our tips here. First, you want to get enough sleep. Second, you want to make sure that you're getting enough water. Okay? Third, don't overdo the sugar. Watch your sugar intake. And fourth, make sure you're getting enough protein. So to help you out with the protein, Beyond Fit and About Time, we've teamed up and we're going to offer you 25% off of anything. This is amazing. So thank you to the entire About Time team for this. Head on over to tryaboutTime.com and you can enter the code Beyond Fit for 25% off of any of their products. So like I said, I love their whey protein. They have the amazing nighttime recovery protein formula. So if you struggle with sleep and recovery, that is an amazing product for you to check out. You can have that right before bed and that will help you out. As well as shakes for on the go, protein bars, lots of other great supplements for your healthy holiday season. So use the code Beyond Fit for 25% off at the Try About Time website, tryaboutTime.com. In addition, we are going to help you not just with your nutrition. So About Time is taking care of you there. Beyond Fit Physiques is going to help you with the exercise portion of your healthy holidays, okay? So we are giving away, seriously, for $1, 30 days of access to our site with holiday workouts, tips and tricks. We have lots of recipes for you. It's all there in a members portal, so you can download it instantly, and you'll have a workout schedule that tells you what workout to do when. Everything's completely organized for you so you can stay on track with your goals. And for being on the call tonight, you get to join us for just $1. So nothing is stopping you. This is a no-brainer. Your nutrition and your exercise, it's all taken care of. And we are just so excited that you're joining us for this campaign. So 25 days of fitness. Use that hashtag on social media. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, Twitter. You can find us everywhere. And you'll find lots of healthy tips and tricks and recipes and workouts throughout the holiday season. So make sure you're checking in with us daily. Make sure you take advantage of these fitness gifts. The About Time website is on the screen, and you'll see for the $1 workouts, so 30 days of access to your holiday workouts and your tips and tricks, beyondfitlife.com/Christmas. So www.beyondfitlife.com/Christmas, www.tryaboutTime.com. Those are our Christmas gifts, our fitness gifts to you to help you to live a healthy, happy, and balanced holiday season. Okay, we love you guys. We are so excited for the holidays. If you have questions, you can find us on our Facebook pages. We'll be happy to help you in any way we can. Thanks again for joining us tonight, and may you have a Merry Fitness and happy holiday season.